Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to go ahead and explain and show you guys exactly how I was able to go from being 190 pounds with a so-called bird chest to being a built 220 pounds. I'm going to give you guys the A to Z step-by-step guide on how I packed on 30 pounds of lean muscle and how that revamped my mindset towards life, all while staying 100% natural. These results right here can be achieved naturally. That's, what I've always stood behind. I'm into this for longevity. I never wanted to sacrifice long-term health for short-term results. So sit back. I'm packing a ton of value in this video for you guys. Take some notes, implement this into your daily life, into your dieting and training, and you can see amazing results. So let's go and hop into the video. So before I implemented this protocol, I used to be very insecure with my body and lacked self-confidence despite being a pro athlete at one point. If you take a look at the top two photos here, on the left, this is when I played in Lithuania. I played professional basketball in Lithuania for a little bit. Just look at my physique here. Look at my arms, and just very insecure with what my body looked like. And then on the right, this is when I was just about to graduate college back in 2019. As you can tell, I'm super frail body. Don't let the angle on my left arm, so on the right side, don't let it look like it's all cut up or something because I was very scrawny. Very rarely would I ever have my shirt off, in public and let other people see that. So also, before I implemented this protocol, I would not go to the gym until 2 in the morning just so that other people wouldn't see me lifting weights. That's how insecure I was with myself and with my strength, with my physique. I didn't want other people looking and being like, oh, wow, Jalen is only lifting this much weight, or Jalen's trying to get. I was so insecure about it. I used to suffer from migraines and stomach pains from all the fast foods and processed foods that I used to eat on a day-to-day basis. I just didn't know any better. I thought dieting and eating the right kind of foods. I used to think that stuff wasn't really a thing. I thought it didn't matter. Um, you know, but then after implementing this protocol, I've built a lean and aesthetic physique for myself that I'm proud of, and it's very maintainable now. I perfected the right way of dieting and training that makes it addicting to want to stick with. Once you start seeing results, this stuff gets addicting. Once you feel or once you understand what it feels like to live life at a peak state, which means that you're the healthiest you've ever been, you look the best you've ever been, this stuff gets so addicting and it makes you never want to stop doing it. I was able to almost completely get rid of my migraines and stomach issues that I used to deal with daily through just proper training and eating whole foods, eating a clean whole foods diet. I also built traits such as discipline, consistency, hard work, relentlessness, and confidence that has completely changed every aspect in my life forever. Now, of course, being successful as a basketball player, you have to have discipline, you have to be consistent, hard work, and being relentless, all of that stuff. But I was able to, pour gas into the fire and kind of really enhance those qualities and those traits for myself through building the physique that I'm very proud of, through proper dieting and eating the right way and just becoming overall healthier. Now, before we dive in, let me explain who this video is for. This video is for someone if you're looking to pack on size and build lean muscle without having to dirty bulk and maintain a shredded look, this video is for you. If you're looking to lose fat and build muscle, creating a physique that you are proud of, then this video is for you. If you're looking to become the best version of yourself, both physically and mentally, this video is for you. And if you're tired of spending hours in the gym doing random workouts, hoping to see progress, but it has yet to happen, then this video is for you. And if you're tired of feeling insecure in your own skin and you're wanting to find a solution to dieting and training, this video is for you. And lastly, if you're aiming to improve all aspects of your life and build an unlimited amount of confidence and create healthy habits that drive success, then this video is for you. Now, on the flip side, who is this video not for? This is not for you. If you're expecting this to be easy and you just want results handed to you, this isn't for you. If you're someone that isn't willing to do what it takes to get back in control of your health and physique, this video is not for you. If you're okay with having bad habits that are digging you deeper and deeper into a hole that will only get harder to climb out of, then this video is not for you. If you don't want to become the best version of yourself and have a physique that you are proud of and confident in, then this video is not for you. And if you can't make short-term changes and commitments that will change your life long-term, then this video is simply not for you. Now, here's the truth about building your dream physique that no one will tell you. Regardless of your genetics, proper training and nutrition combined with effort and consistency will give you the physique you never thought you could have, along with the healthy you thought that you lose automatically as we age. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is people thinking and assuming that as we get older, we're supposed to be losing our health. Our health just declines as we start to age, and that is so far from the truth. If you stay active, if you stay training, if you're eating the right way, we do not have to sacrifice our health as we get older. So unfortunately, most men never achieve their desired physique because first of all, they don't believe in themselves to be able to accomplish their dream physique, or they simply just don't think it's possible. They don't understand that once you implement the correct way of eating and training, you actually start seeing results that become addicting to stick with. They think that they must be in the gym for 2 to 3 hours a day and run miles and miles on the treadmill, which is not true at all. And they also rely on the biggest excuse possible that you can only have a good looking physique with amazing genetics, therefore they don't even try. Please, please do not be that person that is simply just giving yourself an excuse to not even go out there and try to start training, try to eat the right way because you're telling yourself that you must have these amazing genetics to have a good looking physique. Stop with the limiting belief. It is achievable, I promise you. But don't worry, I'm not going to let that happen to you because there's no such thing as this won't work for me. I'm not disciplined enough. It's too hard or unsustainable. I'm just not ready yet. Stop with your limiting belief. It's not complicated. God created us to live to our fullest potential. All you need is the will to put in the effort and the right plan to follow that will guarantee success. We all deserve to live a life at peak state. Believe it or not, there's probably 90 to 95% of people in the world never truly experience life at a peak state. You do not have to live a below average life. So if you're aiming to unlock your dream physique, your dream life, I'll show you exactly how to implement an extremely effective way of eating that makes it enjoyable, how to pack on lean muscle, shred fat in 12 weeks, and be able to keep progressing long term, how to live your life at a peak state and have a physique you can be proud of, and how to create healthy daily habits that will redefine your life way beyond your physique. And in case you don't know me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. So, first of all, I was an athlete my whole life, playing basketball at a young age. I was very fortunate and blessed to be able to play Division I college basketball and also reach in the professional level. As you can tell, the top two photos here on the left, that was me in college. I played for the University of Toledo, started all 4 years. It was great. I loved it. And then after that, I graduated. I was fortunate enough to play a little bit overseas in Lithuania, and I also was able to play in the G League for the Clippers. Amazing experience. It was awesome. I loved it. I've just always been the super scrawny, lengthy armed, bird chest kid that could hoop, could play basketball. But I always knew that when I were to stop playing basketball, I wanted to see what my body was capable of. I wanted to start lifting and learning how I could pack on lean muscle and not be that scrawny kid anymore. So then that's when we were all introduced to COVID in 2020. That's where it took my basketball career out of play, but it introduced me to my fitness journey. So over the past 5 years, I was able to go from being 190 pounds to 220 pounds at 6'4", And I did so through a lot of trial and error in the gym, doing different workouts, different kind of eating and dieting, whether it be a clean bulk, a dirty bulk, you name it, I've tried it. I went through many different phases in the gym, such as just trying to get as strong as possible, trying to get as big as possible, trying to get as shredded as possible, to now I've realized I just wanted to build a physique for myself that I am proud of, and I shifted my purpose of lifting and eating to longevity. I'm into this for longevity. I want to live a long and healthy life, and I am perfecting just that. I keep progressing in the gym in a way that allows me to keep my physique, achieve a healthy lifestyle, and I get to inspire and show people exactly how they can do the same. So this is my system here. It's called the Maximum Muscle Protocol. It's a system I created through my own trial and error that I've learned through actually doing myself and research that I've done in fitness, health, and personal development. And I've actually decided to break it all down for you guys. On this, the pictures here, the left-hand side, this is right when I was starting to take fitness serious. This is our COVID days, and this is me now, 5 years later, through all the trial and error, through all the research I've done, and I've decided to go ahead and break all of this down for you guys. So be sure to pay attention because in the following steps, I'll be sure to outline the entire process A to Z of what I did to accomplish these results so that you can too using my maximum muscle protocol system and build lean muscle, get shredded, and establish an endless amount of self confidence. So this is my maximum muscle protocol system. It's broken down into 3 phases, and I'll explain each phase as we go. But the first phase is our foundation phase. That's where we're going to want to clarify your why. That is the foundation for getting started. We're going to shift our perspective on food, and we're going to focus on fat loss while setting the stage for growth. Second phase is our MMG phase. I'll explain what that means. But this is where we're going to master the proper training techniques for fat loss and muscle growth, which is progressive overload. We're going to do a complete mindset shift to become your best version, and we're going to build consistency and discipline through routine. And the last phase, I call it the maximize phase. This is where, depending on our goal, we're going to have a caloric deficit or a surplus. We're going to be perfecting progressive overload, and we're going to optimize for recovery. Let me just walk you through exactly how I optimized every phase. I was able to tackle hidden challenges and discovered a system that truly works. This system has helped me build lean muscle, stay shredded, and cultivate an unshakable amount of confidence that fuels success across all aspects of my life. All right, phase one, our foundation phase. So the first step of the foundation phase, this is going to be clarifying your why. So establishing your why gives your fitness journey purpose and keeps you motivated, especially on the tougher days. It helps you set meaningful, value-driven goals, making the process more fulfilling. When challenges arise, your why is what's going to keep you disciplined and focused, ensuring long-term success. So the most important step here is, clarifying your why. You have to know why you're doing this. Set the reason that you're doing this so high that it forces you to stick with it and it's so hard to give up because your why is what sets the foundation for you to succeed. For example, maybe your why is you want to do this for your kids. You want to show them that this is possible, that they too want to live a healthy life, and you're going to show them how to do it. Maybe your why is you hate what you see when you look in the mirror when you wake up, or you hate feeling insecure when you take your shirt off on the beach. Whatever it is, just make sure your why is so strong that it is impossible for you to give up. That is the single-handedly most important thing when getting started. You have to establish your why. Write it down, make it your phone screen saver. Whatever you have to do to see that every single day, whatever is going to help you remember your why, just do it. That's going to set us up for success. The next thing here is you have to shift your perspective on food. We have to stop seeing food as a source of entertainment, such as eating candy during movies or treating yourself to desserts. We must think of food as the fuel your body needs to perform at its best, providing the nutrients required for energy, recovery, and growth. We got to think of our body like a machine. You have to feed it the right stuff. You have to feed it what it needs to perform at its peak. So a whole foods diet that's rich in lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats, that provides the nutrients your body needs to burn fat and build muscle. And then the last step here is we got to focus on fat loss while setting the stage for growth. Depending on your goal, we're going to want to be in a caloric deficit or surplus. We want to focus on fat loss first. That helps reveal lean muscle and improves overall health, setting a solid foundation. Once the fat is gone, your body is more efficient and ready for muscle growth, allowing you to maximize both fat loss and muscle gain. All right, so let's implement the foundation phase. So first of all, you established your why. You wrote it down, you put it as the screensaver on your phone or whatever you wanted to do. Just make sure that your why is so great that it will force you to never give up. Next, we want to focus on a whole foods diet. Anything that is God made, anything that is grown from the earth, that is what we want to stick to. We want to stay away from processed foods or any unnatural sugars and fast food chains. We just want to get rid of it. Our body doesn't like it. It doesn't perform the best with those foods in it. We want to stick to a whole foods diet. Next, we have to find your TDEE or maintenance calories to make it 100% simple, maintenance calories. This is how many calories your body burns per day. You can simply Google TDEE calculator and you can enter your height, weight, age, and activity level, and it will give you a rough estimate of your maintenance calories. Now, this is important. If your goal is to gain size and pack on lean muscle, we will want to be in a caloric surplus, meaning if your maintenance calories or your TDEE is at 3,000 calories, then you want to be eating anywhere from 3,200 to 3,500 calories in a day. That is going to be the surplus, which means we're eating more calories than we're burning per day. That is how we're going to pack on size and lean muscle. Now, next, if your goal is to lose fat or weight while building muscle, you'll want to be in a caloric deficit, meaning we're wanting to be eating less calories than what we're burning per day. So again, if your maintenance calories or your TDEE is 3,000 calories for the day, you will want to only be eating between 2,500 to 2,800 calories in a day. And then next, I recommend to spread your meals out between 4 to 5 meals throughout the day. That is going to be the most optimal for you guys. Now, you can intermittent fast and eat 2 to 3 bigger meals. It is completely up to you. As long as you're sticking with your macros, you're sticking with your calories. It is ideal to eat 4 to 5 meals throughout the day, but if you're just doing 2 to 3 bigger meals, that is completely fine. And then on the right, I have a macro breakdown. You know, proteins, ideally, you want to have 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Fats is going to be 0.3 grams to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. And then the carbs you can fill in for the rest of your calories. I have an example here. If you're 215 pounds and you're wanting to shred, you're wanting to lose weight, their macros are looking at 215 grams of protein, 86 grams of fat, 259 carbs, and that is going to put you right around 2,800 calories. Moving on to the next phase, this is the MMG phase. The MMG phase, which stands for Mind Muscle Growth Phase. So the first step of this phase is proper training techniques. So when we're lifting, we want to make sure that we are using or utilizing a full range of motion on every movement. So what that means is that if we're doing bicep curls, we want to make sure that we're getting a full range of motion. That means I'm starting at the very bottom and I'm ending at the very top. I can't go up any further. That is a full range of motion. We want to be doing that on every movement. Next, we have to understand the correct tempo that we want to train with. So we want to have a slowed tempo for the eccentric, the negative part of the movement, with an explosion on the concentric, which is the positive part of the movement. So if we go back to our bicep curls, that means for the concentric, that means the positive part of the movement, I want to explode up as quick as I can. And then on the negative, the eccentric, we want to be slow and controlled on the way down. That is the tempo. That is the way we're going to create or build the most, recruit the most muscle fibers. That's going to be the perfect way to train. And then we want to utilize that and train with progressive overload. If you look at the top right picture, I have a little a chart for you guys, and it says load, which is going to be like the weight you're using. After so long, your body's going to adapt. We're going to add more weight, adapt, add more weight. That is progressive overload. And then most important, you must be training to failure or at least close to failure between 6 to 12 reps per set of a movement. Now, please just try this out. I see a lot of people that's been 20 years in the industry and they're like, you don't have to train to failure, blah, blah, blah. Train to failure, exhaust your muscle, and then allow the proper recovery to let it build back and be stronger than before. Now, I always train to failure. I didn't at first, but I've seen the most results when I train to failure, but you have to do it the right way. When I say train to failure, you want to be using a weight that you can get at least 6 reps, but no more than 12. So what that means is if I'm using a weight and I only get 4 or 5 reps at that weight, I know that I'm going to want to drop the weight a little bit because I want to be in between the 6 to 12 rep range. Now, if I'm doing a weight and all of a sudden I'm repping out 13, 14, or 15 reps, I'm going to want to add some weight because I want to stay between the 6 to 12 reps. So I'm still training to failure, but I want to fail at the rep range that I'm aiming for, which is between 6 to 12 reps. So if you're using a weight and you're staying between 6 to 12 reps, stick with that weight until you surpass 12 reps and then add weight. That is another example of progressive overload. So be sure to be utilizing that. We want to make sure we're training each muscle group twice a week, and we want to make sure we're doing medium to high intensity cardio 2 to 3 times per week, 10 to 20 minute sessions. Let me explain cardio. I have a couple clients right now, and at first they were like, man, I just think I need to be adding more cardio. There's not enough cardio. Stop confusing weight loss with cardio. The only way we're going to have weight loss is if we're burning more calories than what we're eating. Cardio is a form of losing calories. Weightlifting is a form of losing calories. Walking is a form of losing calories. Don't be misguided when it comes to cardio. The reason I'm saying medium to high intensity cardio 2 to 3 times per week is we want to do the type of cardio that is the least wear and tear on our body, but we're still able to get our cardio in and burn some calories in that sense. Such as, I'll give you guys a couple examples. 2 of the best cardio things you can do is a Stairmaster. Hop on the Stairmaster for 5 to 10 minutes at a decent pace, or an incline fast-paced walk. Now, just because it's a 10 to 20 minute session, you can determine how hard you're going. If you have a 4 miles per hour with an 8 incline, that's going to be a pretty tough session for you. That's the type of cardio we want to stick with. You have to be weight training and you have to implement some cardio like that to see the best results, in my opinion. The next step, this is going to be our mindset shift to becoming the best version of yourself. So first of all, you have to stop negotiating with yourself. Once you set a goal, commit to it every single day with no excuses. Your mind will try and bargain with yourself in the mornings, waking up, going to the gym, or eating horrible food. You have to conquer your mind before you can conquer anything you want. I'm sorry. You got to conquer your mind, and then you can conquer anything that you want. I still, I'm very disciplined. I go to the gym pretty much every single day, but there's still mornings. Like just the other day, my alarm went off at 4:30 in the morning, and I hit snooze, but I'm laying there with my eyes closed, and I'm having a conversation in my own mind, and it was going something like this. I can sleep in a little bit today, it'll be fine. I can hit the gym later tonight. It's not that big of a deal if I sleep in. It'll be okay. I instantly realized, like, hold on, I'm negotiating with myself to push back my goals that I have set for myself. We have to recognize those moments and recognize them and be like, oh, this is exactly what, what Jalen was talking about. I cannot negotiate with myself. I immediately got up, I took my coach shower and went to the gym. So conquer your mind and you can conquer anything you want. Next, you got to start acting like the person that you want to be instead of thinking you need to be the person you want to be before you can act like it. You'll never be the person you want to be unless you start acting like him today. This is something that I had to, it took me a while to figure out for myself. I thought like for example, you had to wake up early every single day for an entire year before you're able to be like, you know what, I'm an early person. I wake up early in the mornings. If you haven't been waking up early in the mornings, you can tell yourself today, like, I wake up early in the morning. I'm an early person. I'm an early morning person. And you can wake up tomorrow early in the morning and then continue to do that. And since you're already telling yourself and acting like I am this person, you are going to continue to be that person. So start acting like the person you want to be instead of thinking you need to be that person you want to be before you can act like it. And then we have to understand that this is so important, and I love this right here. Understand that there is a version of you out there that never misses a workout, never sleeps in, is fully disciplined, consistent, crushes their goals, and lives your dream life. There's a person out there that does all of those things. You want to chase that person every day, especially on those days where you have no motivation. You got to recognize those days as days of growth. So just know that there is your dream life out there. There is a version of you that never misses anything. It's always consistent, stays disciplined, does exactly what they need to be doing every single day, doesn't get distracted, and is living your dream life. Chase that person every single day, and I promise you, you will eventually get there and you'll be living that same dream life. That is something that I've had to realize. That is something that keeps me motivated and keeps me disciplined every single day because I know there is a dream life out there for me, and that's what I'm chasing every single day for myself. The last step here in this phase is building consistency and discipline through routine. So consistency and discipline are your two most important qualities when it comes to achieving your dream physique. Daily habits such as getting up early to work out, taking cold showers, reading self-improvement books are great examples of things to do in a routine. But just understand that there's no perfect routine that fits everyone. Find one that works for you. So what that means is that you'll see a ton of YouTube videos of this is the perfect morning routine, or this is the perfect routine for this to be successful and have this physique. Find a routine that works for you. What I did is I've watched all those videos and I would start implementing a couple things that I saw from a video, or that I saw from maybe somebody that I'm studying or learning from on a podcast. And I would see what worked for me and I would see what doesn't work for me. And I just created a routine for myself. So for you, if you have no time throughout the entire day, if you're super busy at work, wake up earlier and start going to the gym. Implement that into your routine so you're not sacrificing your workout because of your work that you have to do throughout the day. Maybe that's something for you. If you struggle in the mornings like I used to do, as soon as you wake up, take a cold shower. That is what I do. It immediately wakes me up. It gives me the energy that I need to crush it for the rest of the day. I started implementing a lot more reading. I got a couple books here. How to Think and Grow Rich, How to Influence and Win Your Friends. It's just stuff like that just start implementing some stuff into your routine. See what you like and see what you don't, but just find a routine, and once you find it, stick with it. By sticking to a routine, you gradually make positive behaviors become second nature, reinforcing your commitment and self-control over time. The third and final phase is our maximize phase. All right, guys. So we're into the last phase here, and I called it the maximize phase because we've learned a ton of stuff to do in the first two phases, and we're implementing it, and we're doing it, we're crushing it. All we want to do now is add a little bit of gasoline to the fire. So the first thing here is the caloric deficit or surplus. Depending on your initial starting point and goals, this is where we gauge where to go with our calories and our macros. So if your goal is to still pack on size and lean muscle, then we want to up your calories another 200 to 500 along with your protein, which you always want to keep your protein as 1 gram of protein per pound of new body weight. Now, if you're cutting weight, then you're going to want to lower your calories another 200 to 500, calculating your new macros according to your new calorie amount. This is very important to do as we want to keep making steady progress in the direction of our desired goal. So just because we started off with a certain amount of calories, we're not going to want to stay there for very long, we're going to want to always be progressing. So that means if we're trying to add on weight, we've been at a certain calorie for so long. After a month or so, we're going to want to start changing the calories up, whether you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain weight, because we always want to be making steady progress. Next is perfecting progressive overload. So by this point, you're already training to failure or at least near failure every set and every workout. Keep your weight heavy enough so you're getting at least 6 reps, but no more than 12. I know I already talked about this, but let me give you another example. If I do bench press at 225 pounds and I get 13 reps, then I know my next set, I'm going up 5 to 15 pounds so that I can stay between 6 to 12 reps. That is how we grow. That is how we're going to measure, what we're doing each workout. And that is where we're going to measure our growth. Also, start incorporating drop sets and supersets to maximize failure sets and recruit as much muscle fibers as possible. I love supersets and I love drop sets. So pretty much when it comes to, let me just act like you guys don't know what either one are. A drop set is if I'm doing 225 pounds and I go till I cannot do any more, and let's say I hit 12 and I cannot get a 13th rep, I rack the weight, I drop maybe 50 pounds, and then I'll go ahead and rep out as many as I can. That is called a drop set, and I love those. Those really help you train to true failure. And then a superset is something like you have 2 exercises. Let's say if I'm hitting arms, for example, I'll do a bicep curl. I'll do a set of a bicep curl. As soon as I'm done with that, I'll superset it with maybe some tricep extensions. Those are supersets. It's just another way of training. Now, next I want to talk about compound movements. Compound movements are great, but only if you're lifting with a partner. Otherwise, I recommend doing exercises and machines where you can push yourself closer to failure without risking injury. Now, don't get me wrong, compound movements, they're awesome. They're good. I still do some of them. I'm just a huge I'm a huge advocate for, staying healthy, training to failure, but not risking hurting yourself. For example, I'll talk about barbell squats. I don't really squat anymore because we have leg presses, we have hack squats, we have other things that we can do that will give you pretty much the same results that a squat will do. Now I know, I'll have some people like, oh, squats are they are good. If you love the squat, you have great form, and you haven't hurt yourself, then awesome. Stick with it. But for me, such as deadlift, I don't deadlift anymore. I won't ever deadlift anymore. There's too much risk and not enough reward. There's so many other machines that you can, target your lower back, or do pretty much similar things when it comes to doing a deadlift. I always want to reduce the amount of injury or the amount of risk to injury, but also want to see and maximize results and maximize gains for you guys. The last step here is optimizing recovery. So you'll see I have written down here recovery, recovery, recovery. We break our muscles down, so we must allow them to recover so that we can see the greatest amount of results. If we're constantly breaking down our muscles and never allowing them to recover, we're not going to see any results, and therefore we're going to risk injuring ourselves. So that means we should be getting at least 6 hours of sleep. Ideally, 8 hours would be perfect, but if you're getting at least 6, then so be it. But if you can get 8 quality hours of sleep, that is going to maximize our gains. And then next, you want to be making sure you're drinking a gallon of spring water daily. Yes, I said spring water over purified water. So drink a gallon of spring water daily. And I know our macros are important, but if nothing else, make sure you're getting your protein in and you're staying around your calories. Our protein is what's going to help build our muscles up so that we can start seeing the results from the efforts we're putting into the gym. And then next, I just listed a lot of stuff here for recovery. Stretch, foam roll, cold heat therapy such as a sauna or cold showers, socialize, reading, breathwork, meditate, etc. These are all examples of, first of all, recovery and self-improvement. I don't do all of these. I could do a better job at stretching. I do foam roll. I take a cold shower every morning. Maybe I could get into the sauna a little bit more, but these are all great examples of things that you could be trying, you could be implementing into your daily life that can help you, first of all, recover after lifts, help recover your muscles and getting stronger, you know, help with building that physique, and then also help you mentally as well. We don't just want to be that person that goes to the gym and is working on their body, but they don't know how to socialize. They don't really read, they're not very articulate. They never focus on, meditating or their breath work and just slowing down and living life at a peak state. So these are just some examples that you guys can actually use and incorporate into your routine, into your daily life as well. Now that you guys fully understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. If you're a naturally skinny guy that has never been able to pack on size and muscle, if you're a bigger guy that has never been able to lose fat while building muscle, if you're insecure with taking off your shirt in public, or you're just unhappy with what you see in the mirror every single day, and you lack self-confidence, but you know that there's more in this life for yourself, and you're ready to have a ripped physique that you are proud of, you're ready to find out what your mind and body is actually capable of becoming, and you're ready to make a life changing commitment for success by reaching your full potential, then I would love to work with you. I would love to show you the step by step plan to becoming the best version of yourself, build a lean and shredded physique, and establish unbreakable self confidence that makes life so much more enjoyable to live in 90 days using this protocol. Because trust me, I get it. When I first started lifting about 5 years ago, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what workouts to do, what the tempo was, how to eat, what to eat. I had no clue. I learned all of this through trial and error. It took me a while to learn, but I finally figured it out. Take a look at these two pictures here. The picture of me on the left, I've been training for 3 years or so. I've seen a ton of results, a ton of results. But at this point, I kind of lacked my dieting. I wasn't really eating the right way. I was kind of slacking. I was still working out every day. But then I decided to just lock back in 100%. Started eating the right way. Started doubling down on my training and training the right way. And this is about 3, 4, maybe 5 months later. And this is what my body was able to accomplish. So it doesn't take a super long time to see results for yourself. Obviously, the longer that you stick with it, the more results that you're going to see, and it just becomes an overall lifestyle for you. But it doesn't take a long time to see results. As long as you have the right systems in place, as long as you're training the right way and you're eating the right way, you can see massive results in 90 days or so. Now, if this sounds like you, if this, if I'm explaining you to a T, you're that somebody that's like, hey, I can put in the work. I will give 100% effort. I just want to be shown what to do every single day because I want to minimize the learning curve. I want to minimize the time from when I get started to when I see results. If that sounds like you, then I would love to talk to you. Go ahead and book a call with me. There's a link in the description. Just book a call. I'd love to hop on and kind of talk about your situation and explain, what we can do to actually put this same kind of system and implement it in your life so that you can achieve results like this as well. And then for the others that's not going to book a call, I hope that you gained a tremendous amount of value. I hope that you start implementing what I talked about in this video because these things I've explained here, these are life changing, tactics, life changing ways of living and habits that you can actually start implementing today, and you can see incredible results. Now, of course, there are going to be some trial and error. It's going to take a little bit longer to see what works for you, but you absolutely can make it work for yourself. But again, for the ones that are going to book a call, I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to show you a step-by-step guide, and I can't wait to help you become the best version of yourself, build a lean and shredded physique, and establish unbreakable self-confidence that makes life so much more enjoyable to live in just 90 days using this protocol. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys, got a lot of value. And the ones that's going to book a call, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.